What up? What up? Peace. All right, now share it out. Share it out. Share it out. What's up? I don't want to stay on here long, but y'all asked for it. So, how's everybody doing? So let's. I'm gonna automatic. I'm gonna put my link up on YouTube. So bear with me. So y'all can come on over to YouTube and join me on YouTube before 1492. Okay. So I'm putting the link up here, right there. So join me. So how's everybody doing? Who's up with me? What's up, brother Yusef? What up, bruh? So did, did y'all see me in a Jewish community tonight? Did y'all see it? And I did y'all see me in LA today in the Jewish community? That was the funniest thing ever. Yo, listen, go watch the YouTube. You gotta watch the YouTube. And yes, I had my kafaya. I had this on. So um I'm walking down there, and I walked past a couple of synagogues, and there was a couple people came out, and you can go to YouTube and check it out though. It's on YouTube. So I um I ran across a couple of Jews, and I had my hold up just in case. I had the yarmulke too, because I was gonna go just like this. What's up? What it do? I was ready, right? So I had the yarmulke ready when I was down there. So every time you're with me, listen, it's a lesson. So it's a lesson. So I was walking around, and you can go to my YouTube, you can see it, right? So I saw they was coming out the synagogue, and I said shalom, and was kind of shocked that the brother said shalom back. I can't make this up. Y'all think I'm making this up? Go to my YouTube, you actually see me say shalom to the guy, and he said shalom back. And the children, it was funny because the children were looking at me like, and I said shalom. Yeah, go look it up. That was the most funniest thing ever, bro. Like that was wild. So they had all of the people that was supposed to be missing on the synagogue. Y'all know how you saw those people pulling those papers down. I started to do it, then I said, "No, I ain't gonna do that. I don't follow trends." But I said the one thing I would do is tell you to pull up a chair, and I'll give you a history lesson. That's what I was about. So that's the reason why I went down there. Probably do it again tomorrow. Why it's a little light out after I do my class, because my class is tomorrow at 3 o'clock. So the class is tomorrow at 3 o'clock on the West Coast time. Um, if you didn't register, you can't sign up tomorrow. You can actually buy the class later on. Last week I did a class on resolution 75. I showed you how to do it. You didn't have to pay me $3,000 or $4,800. I did a show last Sunday. So every weekend I'm working on doing a webinar. Every weekend a webinar. So if you want the last week's class, you can purchase it now. It's $65. It was good. It was good. Um, Tomorrow will be on sovereignty, and whatever else y'all want to ask me. It will be live. It's at 3 o'clock West Coast time. You can't pay on the day of because I got too much to go be going on. Too much that be going on. We only have like six. I'm only taking 10 people. I think we have six slots open. Six. I'm only taking 10 people. So you can go to Cash App and pay right now. You can go to PayPal and pay right now, and or Zelly, and you can join me tomorrow, and you can pick my brain for like an hour. So after this month, it's going to go back up. So because I'm in a Christmas spirit. So it's $65 now. You can pick my brain, ask me any question for that hour. We went an hour and a half last week, but I'm trying to not go be on an hour because I charged for one-on-ones. But if you want to join me tomorrow, you can pay now. Send me your email. So anyone who actually already paid, send me your email with the payment on there. So because I got a lot that's going on. I'm trying to get to Canada to go bring this brother, interview this brother. I'm trying to get to Canada so I can actually sit with Abdullah Hakim quick, straight up. He's in Toronto, Canada. This book, if y'all don't have it, get it. I'm working on getting up to Canada. And I don't know how many of y'all ever been to Canada before, but Toronto is crazy as hell. It's high, people. Those hotels are high. So I'm going to be on a search for brother Abdullah Hakim quick, so I can at least set up a panel discussion. Okay, set up a panel discussion, have him come to the States. Most of y'all may not be aware of who Abdullah Hakim quick is, but I am going to interview him when I go up there. But I need the help. I ain't worried about the cold, brother. I'm talking about the high-ass hotels. That's what I'm talking about. So I've been to Toronto many times. Okay, so yeah, so we working on that. We not gonna give up, but if we get more people to help, we can actually have a panel discussion. We don't want the typical people on the panel discussion. We want to bring in Hakeem. Karen wants to bring in Wesley Muhammad. Todd is going to be on the panel. We want to put something together, but we need y'all help to do it. So that's how we're going to do it. Okay. So everybody's, what about the Kabbas? No, they talk about the same stuff. The black. Nah, we're going to have a discussion on Moors and the history. And don't try to reach out to me to be on the panel. No, we will pick. Okay. So it's going to be kind of cool. Okay. So you can donate now, brother. I'm going to try to get up to Canada. You can donate now. You got a couple of $100. Because I'll be in Canada as soon. I don't have a problem. I don't celebrate holidays. So we're going to make this thing work. But I will interview Abdullah Hakim quick when I'm up there. That's one of the things I would love to do, to interview him while we up there and see how we can make this thing work. So yes, sister, you can pay the $65 right now for the class tomorrow. And please, if you pay for the class tomorrow, please send your email with the payment. And we will send you an email probably 30 minutes before I go on. So it'll be 3 o'clock West Coast time. So y'all ready to rock and roll with me? So go watch the video. I was just down in the Jewish neighborhood. So I'm going to do it again tomorrow. Probably we're going to work something out. I don't know. We're going to educate them. You know what I'm saying? I should have took my other book down there. I should have took my book called The Negro, the Jew. Matter of fact, I'll do that tomorrow. Matter of fact, where we at? Matter of fact, I'll take this one down there tomorrow. Oh, I'll take this one down there tomorrow. So listen, let's get this thing started, y'all. So listen, how many of y'all saw? I told you I got a lot going on. How many of y'all saw that movie, Leave the World Behind? Raise your hand. How many of y'all saw this movie, Leave the World Behind? Oh, and if you want the King Alfred's plan, I have it. It's $70, people. I could email it to you. So how many of y'all seen the movie Leave the World Behind? What's up, brother Ephraim? You want to join me, brother? You sent me something on Instagram? People always sending me stuff. Send me a check, man. People sending me all kinds of stuff. You know how much stuff I get, brother Ephraim? Come on the feed for a minute, brother. I don't even know what you're talking about. Let me open up my lines for brother Ephraim and them. He sent me something. I don't even know. People be sending me stuff like I'm supposed to respond to everything. I'd be like, yo, I'm a human. I'm a regular dude, man. Hit the link, Ephraim. Let me know. Tell me what it was, because I was out today, bro. So listen, y'all ready to rock with me? So if you saw the movie Leave the World Behind, gotta watch it on Netflix. I'm not promoting this movie, but go watch the motherfucker. Seriously, I'm gonna explain something to y'all, okay? So I'm gonna find out who's more in tune with nature. Is it us or the animals? Us or the animals? What you send me, brother? A lot of people be sending me the same stuff, bro. I'll be like, do you understand? I'm hip hop. I see what's going on, bro. I see all the
It
stuff.
was oh, shit. What was it? It was on Instagram. It was something up in New York City that simple mayor cutting. Oh yeah, that's what it was. He was cutting overtime for all this city workers, police, fire, teachers, so he can give money to the migrants.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't work. I don't work.
So that's what it was. It wasn't really not major, but that was that. Yeah.
Listen, bro. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. And this is why I asked the question: who's more in tune? Is it us or nature? Negroes are more in tune to sports, brother. Bear with me. So we're gonna start this show, y'all. And I'm gonna stay on the line with me. Y'all want to jump on the feed, hit the link right there. Well, watch this, brother. We're not ready for anything until something hits hard home. Listen up. This is a lesson for all of you, and I'm gonna give y'all my take. Did you see that movie yet? Leave the World Behind?
No, I gotta get my Netflix turn back on. I haven't seen it.
Oh, brother, you gotta listen to it. You gotta watch the movie, bro. And I'm gonna explain something to you.
Mm.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna play something for you. I want you to hear something, right? I just really just came up with this when I was in the car because somebody sent me something with 19 keys talking about it, right? I said, where did this guy get? He said flamingos was something about flirting or something. I was like, what? Y'all didn't understand that movie? But I'm gonna explain it to you, brother. But I want y'all to understand nature. Listen up. Give me 1 second. Y'all better listen. I just got in the house, man. Who's more in tune with nature?
With every breath I breathe, I choose life and children. With every breath I breathe, I choose a wife and good living. With every single breath that I ingest, I am given a smidgen to make life-changing decisions. Listen, my mission with precision will position our children by the millions and start building our culture for the billions and trillions of people coming after us. If they doubt, they won't be as fast as us. Cause in our time, we keep a new power round. We keep renewing your mind. Cause soon you will find that every single breath that I breathe keeps us conscious enough to perceive and achieve if you believe. But oxygen comes from the trees. Without air for 4 minutes, forget it, you catching some seeds. So we'll find that every single breath that I breathe keeps us conscious enough to perceive and achieve if you believe. But oxygen comes from the trees. Without air for 4 minutes, forget it, you catching some seeds. We'll find that every single breath that I breathe keeps us conscious enough to perceive and achieve if you believe. But oxygen comes from the trees. Without air for 4 minutes, forget it, you catching some seeds. So which is really conscious, us or nature? Maybe the trees wish to elevate the paper, and maybe this was just the fall. To forget that nature thinks we doing nothing at all. And this is the way of the world. The world meaning the conscious nature and the earth that swirls. Like buffalo girls, we go round the outside. Chris is controversial, but Chris never lied. In the forest, the mountains, and the hills I reside. You gotta follow the purpose you feel inside.
And listen. What up,
With every single breath I choose, with every single breath I move, with every single breath I prove, with every single breath I use, with every single breath I snooze, with every single breath I cruise, with every single breath I choose life, not strife or strain. Some like that I came to rearrange the game, others blame and remain the same. Same, but me, the plan is plain. We gotta think more humane.
They didn't get that. So let me explain something to you, right? So everybody's been hitting me up, and the sister hit me and she said, Sabir, I can't make this up. She said she had to laugh at this. I'm not making this up, Ephraim. I'm going to show you what she sent me. And I know she's watching this. So this is what she texted me. She texted me this. I'll let y'all see on Instagram. So bear with me. I'm dying home. I'm sitting here. I'm on my way down to LA, and she sent me this, right? I looked at it on my way down, and I said, what the hell are they talking about in this feed, bro. Like, hold up. I can't make this up. Right? So if you saw the movie, right? If you saw the movie and you paid attention, now mind you, I've been saying this for the longest. How many of y'all ever saw this right here? This is not one page, it's 2-3 pages. How many people ever read that the King Alfred's plan? Did you get this, Ephraim?
Uh, I think you sent me the Rex.
This is it right here, the King Alfred's plan, right? Now,
Yeah.
weird part, right? Mind you, mind you, I want you to hear me out for a second. So people would say that's not real. The damn movie's not real. Listen to me, bruh. The movie's not real, but you believe the movie, right? So bear with me. I want you to see how crazy we truly are. So you'll say the movie's not real, but if you read this, I had this for like 26, 27 years, right? So all of this stuff starting to come into play. Like, I swear to God, bro, all this is starting to come into play, right? It's $7, brother Yusef. You can get it. I can email it directly to you, bro. But let me explain it to you, because I'm gonna do a webinar on this too, because tomorrow webinar is going to be on sovereignty. But as I'm like really looking at this movie. So anybody saw the movie? Come on the feed for a minute. Did anybody see the movie? Can I need y'all to rock with me for a second? Leave the world behind. I played that song by Karis One for a reason, right? I played it for a reason. Who's more in tune, us or nature? And I say this all the time. If you watch nature, right? If you pay attention to ants, you can blow this whole place up. Guess who's going to still be here? Ants. They can survive the atom bomb. Straight up, bro. So, and they work together. So when you watch a tree and a tree pulls up from the roof, that's the truth. When it pulls from the cement, you ever see it walk past and you see the tree coming up out of the cement? When you standing on truth, you ain't got to worry about nothing else. Negroes don't want truth. They run from truth. But see, they have to put it in entertainment for y'all, so y'all can believe this mug, right? I'm not impressed. I'm fine with it, right? I'm fine with it. But the crazy part was, right? Hold up. Somebody said the deers and the flamingo. Guess what? Listen, guess what 19 Keys said the flamingo was? Hold up. Let me see if I can find it. Bear with me. This is not to beat my brother up, but I want to show you how crazy this is, right? And it's a whole history behind the flamingo too. I'll get into that later. It's about the Moorish piece also. It's a story behind the flamingo. So bear with me. Let me see if I can find that part. Even Mercifully Ali, honorable. How plausible, right? Is a cyber. I think that was the hell the flamingos, man. Here, listen. You know what I'm saying? And the girl was out there with the father. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, what the hell do the flamingos mean? And I feel like all of this was like these signs. You know what I'm saying? And maybe the dude, maybe the husband, he might have known, but he probably didn't want to say it at the time. What the hell do flamingos mean? You feel me? But I thought that was an interesting. I think that was interesting about just the fact of them even just having different signs pop up in the movie, because that's reality. A lot of us don't pay attention to the signs in real life. Nah, we don't. You know, so I wanted to ask you this, right? And how plausible, right, is a cyber attack scenario? Hold up. For that scene, the black dude was in there with. There was a scene with the flamingos, and that was one thing I couldn't figure out at first. But when you look up flamingos, like flamingos in like somebody's lawn is supposed to represent like swingers. You know what I mean? Or they supposed to have like. That's not what. Listen, it's not. That's not. It's a whole dance called the flamingo or the flamingos. It's a whole history behind the Moors. I'll get into that later on. Factual. But he said swingers. Now, reason why I'm saying is because we're not in.
I didn't heard it all. I didn't heard it all. I'm done.
Listen, this is what people are entertained with. Like, I said, where did he get that from? I swear to God, bro. Like, where did he get that from? Swing is like, you know, this 19 Keys we both live out. He don't call me. I texted him earlier, but I I don't know. The brother's searching. It's okay. The brother's searching. But the crazy part is that's not the movie. Do you understand when we was little, right? Right? Remember we was little, Ephraim, and we growing up in Philly. Where when did you know winter was coming?
Birds flew south. You could hear the geese going to like an arrow formation. You knew that winter was coming because they was all starting to fly south.
Now, you know that's winter. That's because we know, right? We used to
Hmm.
look up. Now niggas look down. We used to look up. So we know when winter was coming because we were in tune with nature. Remember, I told you everything is nature. When you really set back, you saw it, right? You be like, why did and while we over here talking about we got to buy winter jackets, these niggas said we out, nigga, we going south. But all of this is happening in this movie, right? All this is happening in the movie. So as I'm watching the movie and then I'm going back and I'm listening to him say flamingos, I said, no, brother, they are signs and symbols, brother. Like, yes, they're signs, but are you trying to entertain somebody or are you trying to keep people hip to what's going on? So they all flew south, right? The birds. Do you know they have a signal that ain't nothing new? That they know how. This is why the birds are thrown off. We don't even see that no more. Do y'all see birds flying south anymore? Do you see birds sitting on a wire and they fall off the wire sometimes? Bam. Or the seriously, who's from the East Coast? Have you seen a bird fly? I haven't. Listen, I haven't seen a bird. I be seeing birds in a cold, freezing. I was in Chicago, bro. I was like, nigga, they was on a wire, like straight up. I said, damn, the birds ain't go nowhere, right? So the all the time. So the weird part is, right? He said the flamingo meant swingers, right? No, man, they was signs and symbols. Do you remember the scene when the deers was standing there? Pay attention. The deers was standing there, right? The deers, Ephraim, listen to me. Do you know the concept of where Tarzan came from? I got stories, brother. This is real. There, and I'm gonna get the book and I'm gonna show you the original where it came from. The story of Tarzan. It's a story behind Tarzan. It is a Muslim also. It was a Muslim that was raised by the animals. It's a whole story, straight up. They took that concept from that, right? His name is Hayat, something like that. I'll get the name correct, but it's a Muslim. That story that you see Tarzan talking to the animals, that came from us. We were in tune because we used to talk to the animals. That's real facts, right? So when you watch the little girl, right? The little girl sitting there, she was curious. Remember? I don't know if y'all saw it. She sat there and kept asking about the deers. She was standing there watching the deers. Remember that? She was standing there watching the deers. And her brother wasn't paying no mind. You know what he was doing? Did y'all? Oh, y'all gotta come on. Somebody seen the movie. Come on, man. Come on and talk to me for a minute. So the distraction was, right? The distraction was he was looking at the sister that was laying outside. Mashallah, Ali's daughter. He's looking at the sister while his sister is trying to figure out why all the deers are there. Now I'll give y'all this, right? Her name was Case. Yes. So remember when the little European boy was getting distracted. And the little girl, because they're curious, she want to know what's going on. So she looking at the deers, right? This is the nature of children. Am I lying? Children, children are like that. When you let a child play, a child also creates. What we do as adults, we mess their whole life up. We do it. And I'm gonna get into all of that. Am I making sense so far, y'all? I'm just gonna show you how this works, okay? So she's trying to figure out why, trying to get her brother's attention. This is our people distracted by the filth, the dirt, the pornographies, the football games, the basketball. We distracted. We so distracted. And I'm gonna get into this. Bear with me, right? So he's looking at her, not paying attention to his sister, talking about why are all the deers here? And there was a house in the scene. And she was trying to figure out what was in the house. What was over there? Oh, I don't think y'all getting this, man. I don't think they're getting this, Ephraim. So we so distracted. Y'all gonna be distracted tomorrow because tomorrow is Sunday. You're gonna watch the football game and get distracted. Just like the movie 2012. The same thing happened in 2012. Same thing. When the dude's beeper went off, remember that? And they was building the ships, and the beeper went off. He grabbed his two children from a boxing match. Remember that part? And he got on the ship and left all the niggas there, everybody there. Remember that part? Remember, what's the name? Kevin Bacon scene in the movie. Kevin Bacon scene. He was in the store. They didn't know what was going on. Remember, Julia Roberts went there. She looked at him and he didn't say nothing. Nada. He was already stalking. What we do, and I'm going to say our people, and I'm not going to say all of us are like this, but we are reactionary people. We wait for something to happen or someone else tell us because we don't believe it, because we trust this system so goddamn much. This is the crazy part. So Kevin Bacon was stockpiling, he was like, and he knew it was coming. We have people, brother, honestly, Ephraim, we have people that surrounded us, look just like us, that know the truth and know what's going on. But we playing this for a game. We're not telling our people really the truth. We're not telling our people about who we are. They playing this black game because you can get money talking about black. You can get thousands of dollars if you talk about black. But then when something happens, you want to whine, bitch, moan, go get a Jew lawyer, go get a civil rights lawyer instead of a human rights lawyer. That didn't even make sense to me. Why do we go get civil rights lawyers for a human rights violation? Why y'all never ask the question, where are the human rights attorneys at? Why do you always bring in civil rights attorneys in something when civil rights is only for money? When you kill an individual, it's not a civil rights violation. That is a human rights violation. Let me repeat this again. When you kill an individual, it's not a civil rights, human rights. It is a human rights violation. If I'm wrong, let's have these panels with these attorneys. You got people that look like us, Ephraim, that's selling this out every day. And they know that. You can call these people the Jews. You can call these people the Zionists. You ain't got to bite the apple, bruh. You ain't got to. I didn't. But I will sit with one of them and teach them who they are. So it's our people, too, that is actually involved in this. I'm from the school of all money is not good money. So when you watch that movie and you pay attention to the signs and symbols and everything that's going on, and this is the crazy part. And this is why they can call our people minority. We're not the minority of the people. We're the majority of the people. We're not a minority. There's more melanated people here in the United States than anything else. From Indian people, from people from Africa, you name it. We are the majority of the people. But if you put yourself in a category as black people, then you become a minority. But this thing is going to happen. So all this stuff is going on. So I'm asking anybody to see the movie because I'm going to walk y'all through it. So they was throwing leaflets out the plane, right? They was throwing leaflets out the plane. And in there, when you watch it, it said death to America. The dude said, guess what the boy said? He said, oh, I play a game. I play this game and it says death to America. Right? This is what happens. Death to America. So they slowly but surely, right? They have to, like Malcolm would say, Malcolm said they had to hit you with the Novocaine. Novocaine make you submit peacefully. Peacefully. You put poison in your mouth every day, every time you brush your teeth. Y'all don't even recognize it. Go read your toothpaste, big. Y'all think I'm lying? Read the toothpaste. It says contact poison control. Oh, Sabir, that's pseudo. That's no, bro. Go read it. Read where it says if you swallow, contact poison control. I didn't put it on a toothpaste. It's on your Crest, your Colgate, your Aquafresh. So if I'm constantly brushing my teeth and it's getting in my bloodstream underneath my tongue, that's the faster way things work through your bloodstream. So now, if I'm eating this food, if I'm eating or using things, that is luring me to sleep, so I won't fight. Even with turkey, it's high in this thing called tryptophan. Turkey has tryptophan in it. You can look it up for you. I don't eat meat, but turkey has a thing called tryptophan. Yes, brothers, the fluoride. But turkey has something called tryptophan in it. And if you look up what tryptophan is, it's like a relaxer. It makes you relax. That's why when you eat it, you get tired. You can actually, it's like hot chocolate to give it to a child if you want them to go to sleep. So as all this is going on, I'm watching it. And the leaflets, they coming out the sky. And I'm watching what they were doing in the movie, because we're not even in tune with nature anymore. I'm like, yo, that's the Rex motherfucking 84. What I just posted up there. That book right there. So let y'all see what it says. Give me 1 second. This is the Rex 84. Mind you, again, I had this for probably 26, 27 years, but it came out in 1969, executive order. But let me go down the bottom of this. In an event of widespread containing coordinated racial disturbances in the United States. This is what it is. I can't make this motherfucker up, brother. I had it for a long time. You can tell it's old. It ain't something I just got last week. I had it for 26, 27 years. But when you watch the movie, you're going to see it. Black Latinos, blacks, Indians, Latinos, Puerto Ricans, and poor white people in their rise from what? Under the depression of power and powers that be. I didn't write this, man. You got to read this, bruh. So if you want it, I can email it to you. But I'm going to go through this after this video. Anybody wants to come on now, I'm telling you, don't say I did not warn you. Yes, aluminum too. So I'm going to come back to that, but I'm going to take us, I'm going to play something for y'all. Let's do this. Let's go. Look at that Maybach.
Whatever might go down, we're gonna survive that. Food, walls, and shelter, we're gonna find that. When you hear this sound, you know that I'm back. Hey, it's where I put your mind when that disaster hit. Don't you get trapped in it. You must always stay prepared with your disaster kit. In the club, you might be drunken, so you may laugh at it. But when you sober up, you know it. Here's what you have to get. Stay prepared. Never be fearful or even scared. These natural disasters cannot be compared. So rise and realize you will survive. In the meantime, prepare yourself with these supplies. Get coils of rope and coils of wire. In a waterproof container, put all your fire. Like matches and candles, and don't wear sandals. Get some hard boots and work gloves to handle the situation. Cause when disaster hits the nation, you and your family gonna need your medication. Antibiotics, aspirin, the chronic, even health foods like vitamins and garlic, pain relievers, inhalers and breathers. And the situation, cause when disaster hits the nation, you and your family gonna need your medication. Antibiotics, aspirin, the chronic, even health foods like vitamins and garlic, pain relievers, inhalers and breathers. And make sure you got something that can take down a fever. A spray bottle of water with 10% bleach, so you can disinfect the objects you reach. And speaking of bleach, here's what I teach. Don't think that you could drink the water from the beach. You're gonna have to drink that water from your hood and purify your water to make sure it's all good. Put things in order. Put 8 drops of pure unscented liquid bleach into the water. Use only 8 drops for every 1 gallon you working. You'll need about 5 gallons a person. With no water, things could get lethal. It's dehydration, not starvation, that kills people. So look for the water first. Don't be robbing and looting and stealing and killing. That'll only make things worse. Be smart, plan ahead, save some cash, a radio, some gas, and some blow-up beds. Keep your disaster kit high on the shelf with your weapons. You might have to defend yourself. Get a flashlight, chemical light sticks, and hold that, a compass, some dry food, maybe a road map. Don't forget things like peroxide and Listerine, bandages and antihistamines like Benadryl. So when things get ill, you will survive because you really got skill. You opened your eyes after you got your list of supplies. Check your attitude. Know that you're gonna survive. Whatever might go down, we're gonna survive that. Food, clothes, and shelter. We gonna find that. When you hear this sound, you know that I'm back. Hey, it's where I put your mind at.
Y'all ain't ready, man. I'm trying to tell you, B. This is get ready. Listen, you can sit up here and say it is not, it's fake, is a movie. Let me tell y'all something. The government will always listen. I don't know if y'all know, they don't let certain things out if they don't want them out. If y'all notice that certain stuff movies don't come out if they don't want it. But to clear their conscience, they have to tell you what is getting ready to happen. If that makes sense, they got to tell you. But people like Kara's one of them tell you something man, it ain't real, brother. What do you mean? The football game is on tomorrow. But let me just read. Let me go into the Rex 84 for a second. Let me just show you something, bro. This is part of it also. If you really read this, you will understand what's going on too. Look, Fort Drums, Fort Indian Towns, Virginia on U301, Carolina County. This is the whole list, right? Can't make this up, bro. So when you watch the movie, when you pay attention to the movie and about what's going on, you start saying, wait a minute, that Rex 84 was explaining all of this. Somebody knows something. Let's move forward in this. Let's move forward. I told y'all, they already put 2012 out. They give you your hints. They give y'all hints on top of hints on top of hints. So let's move up to here. Let's see what else it talks about in Rex 84 and see if they lie. Keep the public ignorant. Y'all don't know what's going to go on. Y'all worrying about Cardi B. You worry about that basketball player that got suspended for indefinitely. What's the other news that's out? You worried about Puffy when y'all know people that touch girls, touch little kids. Y'all know people. Y'all know who's on the down low. Y'all know all of these people, right? So don't act like y'all don't know. Y'all do know. But listen, keep the public ignorant is the things to do to get less public organizations, true, access control points, that is true, require reactions and outputs for feedback. Now, mind you, Ephraim, this is not something I just picked up last week, brother. I had this for a very, very long time. I had it for 27 years. So everything in here, what they're talking about is happening. Everything, right? And if I'm wrong, come on the feed and tell me I'm lying. Tell me it's pseudo. They want to see your reactions to all of these things from the book football. The dude that hit the guy at the basketball. Everybody got a reaction to it. Everybody has something to say about what's going on with Puffy when y'all know how this industry is. Y'all know how it is. Y'all just want the reactions, right? Bear with me. Attack the family unit, control the education of the young. That is so true. Give less cash and more credit. That is actually happening. I mean, let me know when I'm lying on here, y'all. More self-indulgent. Okay, this is what's happening. Social conformity, computer programming. Just bear with me. Minimize the tax. Okay. Economic data. Stabilize the consent. Oh my God. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, brother. Maybe, see, we don't want to hear this type of conversation, brother Ephraim. I think because you're going to have to be responsible somewhere. But the thing about it, though, you're not even going to be prepared when it hit the fan. You gonna say, well, Sabir, that's just a movie, brother. Nah, brother, I'm trying to tell you, I've been saying this for a very, very long time. A very long time. Now, I said I might not even be ready, but I'm mentally and I'm physically ready. I'm gonna say this again. I am mentally and physically. If I had to walk from here, honestly, brother, to Canada, I would do that. Just give me some headphones. I'm cool. But I would do it. And I got a plate, brother, and 6 screws in my leg. So I'm watching this and I'm looking at people talk about that movie as if you really know what the hell is going on. It's not just a movie. It's not just a movie. Let's go down a little further with the King. Let's read the King Arthur's plan. This is not, it's the whole book to this, people. The personal paper trails, personal buying habits. They know what you're going to eat. They know that you ain't going to stop. They know how much you're going to pay for your tickets. I seen his sister want to go see Usher She said Usher tickets was like $1,000. She flew all the way from Atlanta, right? And she was bragging about it. She said, but I was mad I was going to miss the show. So she flew all the way from Atlanta. And I know how much it costs from Atlanta. That's like $400 or $500 one way. To come to LA to go fly now to Vegas to go see a damn show, $1,000 show. That's over $2,000 to $3,000. I'm not telling people what to do with their money, brother, but it's a spending habit. They know you. Credit card purchases, tag credit card purchases, the credit card purchases products. They know what you're going to. So you niggas that's high to try to buy porn, nigga, they got that too. Anyway, here with me. Assets, checking accounts, savings accounts, real estate, businesses, automobiles, safety deposit bank, stock. All this is what they're doing. They already prepared for you. What if I told you, brother Ephraim? What if I told y'all that there is a difference right now? What if I told you there's a difference between a checking and a savings account? Do anybody know what it is? Raise your hand. Come on, y'all. Do you notice a difference between a checking and savings account? Come on. Some of y'all can get this in the morning. That might be a webinar too, bro. Anybody know? I should play my, hold up. I should play my Jeopardy music, bro. Give me 1 second. Let's play my Jeopardy music. Do anybody know the difference between a checking and savings account? Hold up. Okay, so let me explain this to y'all. There's a term called a non-interest bearing account. I don't know if y'all ever heard of it before, but it's called a non-interest bearing account. Listen, if you never heard it before, it's called non-interest bearing account, which means that you don't want interest on it. That's it, people. It's a whole lot to this, people. But that may be one of my webinars. It's called a non-interest bearing account. Okay, so you don't want interest on your stuff. So we are so smart because we following the crowd. Where's my book at? Where's my crowd book at? I got this book called The Crowd. I don't know what I did with it, but it's floating around here somewhere. Give me 1 second. Oh well, I don't know what I did with it. Well, I think I put it up somewhere, but I don't like getting it. But anywho, there's a book called The Crowd. And what people do is that we like to follow the crowd. What I love about my mom used to always be like, don't try to keep up with the Joneses. But it's called The Crowd. The book is called The Crowd. They have a whole YouTube on it too. It's a whole YouTube on The Crowd. Let me see if I can pull the book up. I'm gonna pull it up online. This is the book. It's cheap. Y'all can go buy it. Bear with me. This book right here. And if you go to YouTube and punch this in YouTube and sit there, it's about 3 hours long. Just sit back and watch it. It's called The Study of the Popular Mind. If anybody watched my videos, I would always talk about that book. It's called The Study of the Popular Mind. And it's a YouTube on this. Also, just sit back and watch. I can't play it because they're gonna cut my video. So they already know what y'all gonna do. They know what y'all gonna do. They know what you're gonna eat. They know you're gonna watch the football game tomorrow. They know exactly everything y'all gonna do tomorrow. The key is to be unpredictable. Like I was down in the Jewish neighborhood with my kafaya on. Somebody said you should turn off your location for what? What you gonna do? Pull up a chair? Because I was in the Jewish neighborhood looking like this, Ephraim. I said, what you gonna do? Tell me pull up a chair? I had my yarmulke ready. Where's my yarmulke at? I had a yarmulke ready, bro. I had this just in case. I was gonna do like this and have a conversation. Some people say it's troublemaking. No, I was gonna have a conversation with any Jew that wanted to sit with me. I could be the instigator. I was ready for anything. See, when you stay ready, you have to get ready. So the crazy part is like everything that I do is a lesson. It's a class, period. It's a period. If you didn't see the YouTube, go watch it. Go watch the YouTube when I was in the Jewish neighborhood or community. I can't say it's a neighborhood, it's a community. So go watch it. And if you have a chance tonight, go to YouTube and punch in the crowd. Let me see if I can pull it up for y'all so you can go pay attention to the night and make sure you let people know you got it from Brother Sabir, because somebody. I did it many times before, because some people going to sit up here and say, well, I already told you about it. Nah, I've been talked about this. I just don't talk about it. What the hell they got Blackbird up here for? So let me just show you something. I think this is it right here. Damn, it's 4 hours. I see it 3 hours. They didn't already do the test on everybody. So it's 4 hours. Yo, bro, Ephraim, listen. Listen.
Logical argumentation is totally incomprehensible to crowds, and for this reason it is permissible to say that they do not reason or that they reason falsely and are not to be influenced by reasoning. Astonishment is
You
felt
know,
at times
confused
on
about this
reading
stuff.
certain speeches at their weakness, and yet they had an enormous influence on the crowds which listened to them, but it is forgotten that they were intended to persuade collectivities and not to be read by philosophers. An orator in intimate communication with a crowd can evoke images by which it will be seduced. If he is successful, his object has been attained, and 20 volumes of harangues, always the outcome of reflection, are not worth the few phrases which appealed to the brains it was required to convince. It would be superfluous to add that the powerlessness of crowds to reason aright prevents them displaying any trace of the critical spirit, prevents them, that is, from being capable of discerning truth from error, or of forming a precise judgment on any matter. Judgments accepted by crowds are merely judgments forced upon them and never judgments adopted after discussion. In regard to this matter, the individuals who do not rise above the level of a crowd are numerous. The ease with which certain opinions obtain general acceptance results more especially from the impossibility experienced by the majority of men of forming an opinion peculiar to themselves and based on reasoning of their own. 3. The imagination of crowds. Just as is the case with respect to persons in whom the reasoning power is absent, the figurative imagination of crowds is very powerful, very active, and very susceptible of being keenly impressed. The images evoked in their mind by a personage, an event, an accident, are almost as lifelike as the reality. Crowds are to some extent in the position of the sleeper whose reason, suspended for the time being, allows the arousing in his mind of images of extreme intensity which would quickly be dissipated could they be submitted to the action of reflection.
Hold up, Ephraim. They couldn't comprehend what he just said, right? But when you really read it, you will understand people. It's a whole nother video on it. Yo, it's a whole nother video on this, B. Oh, this is so real. This is why I said y'all are very, very predictable. And especially, don't get mad at me. I'm just talking about my people. I can't say, listen, I got to wake my people up. We are very predictable on so many levels. So go back and watch that movie. Seriously, watch the movie and pick up the Rex 84. You're going to see everything coming and happening. Everything is happening. It's unfolding. Are you really ready? I don't think you're ready. Let's go a little further. In the Rex 84. I'm getting ready to end this, man, in a minute. But let's go a little further in the Rex 84. Tell me if this is a lie. Tell me if it's a lie. They warning you. They're already telling you. Here it is. Media. Keep the adult public attention diverted away from real social issues and captivate them by matters of no real importance. Schools keep the young public ignorant of real mathematics, real economics, real law, real history. All that's happening. Entertainment. Keep the public entertained below a 6th grade level. That's your sports. Don't get mad at me. Work. Keep the public busy with no time to think back on the farm with the other animals. That's why I talked about the part in the movie with the animals. You can always pay attention to nature. Nature. Pay attention, people. This is why the tree pulls up from the root, from the cement, because you cannot hide nature. You can't hide nature, Big. Not at all. You can't hide the nature. Used to be a song, You Can't Hide From Yourself. I think it was Teddy Pendergrass sung that song. You can't hide from yourself. Think about it. So, yeah, it's a song by Teddy Pendergrass. You can't hide. What we do is try to hide our emotions and everything else. We run around telling brother, but you know I gotta go. I gotta release this stuff. No, how about going and meditate somewhere? Turn off the football game and go meditate. Meditate. Or what y'all can do right now before I get off here is sign up for the class. You can go pay right there, Cash App. You want the Rex 84. The Rex 84 is $70. I can email it directly to you. You do not have to wait. But if you want to sign up for the class for tomorrow, it starts at 3 o'clock. It's only going to be an hour. So please, people, try to hurry up and write all your stuff down for now, because it's going to be on sovereignty, and it's going to be on sovereignty and sovereign people and sovereign citizen. And last week's show, you can ask class on the webinar. You can actually purchase that too. Okay. You can purchase it for $65. So I told you, I said I was going to kill it and get off this feed. So anything else, you can actually email me. That's the, hold up. That's the PayPal, Zelly. And this is the email if you would like to email me. SabirBeyRadio@gmail.com. But I told y'all I'm going to eat my vegan pizza for my Lebanon brother. But I thank y'all so much. So if you want to join me, you can't pay tomorrow. Today is the 16th. You got to pay now. Or if you want the Rex 84 right there, you can pay for that too. I can email it directly over to you. But I thank y'all so much, man. But listen, hold up. Give me 1 second. I do have to have a life, right? Okay. Are you good, Ephraim? This is short one. Gotta go, y'all.
You know, there's a difference between dreaming and visualizing.
If we can go deeper into this movie if y'all want to, so go check out that movie. I'm not plugging the movie, but wait a minute. You know they got a movie coming out on Sigmund Freud. Let me just show y'all this. Give me 1 second. They got a movie coming out on Sigmund Freud. Edward Bernays' uncle, right here. Let me.
Professor Lewis?
Yes?
And Alfred.
Ah.
Nice to meet you.
And you?
Good luck.
Got this movie great.
Dr. Freud.
Sit, please. Not there. That's the transformation couch. You be careful. Why would you come here to see me if you disagree so passionately with my views?
You've insisted all your lives that the very concept of God is ludicrous.
Yes.
Clash between God and Satan.
Ah, but I did not say whose side I was on. I consider what people tell me far less interesting than what they choose not to tell me.
Have you frightened off your professor yet?
Not yet. Soon, perhaps. You challenge my disbelief, is that correct?
I do.
Well done. Good. Too late to turn back now. It seems to me, Professor, you never matured enough to face the terror of being alone in the dark.
What does it mean? I'm so afraid of?
Yeah, we're all terrified. So you bury your doubts, you bury your memories of the war. But at the core of your being, we're all cowards before death.
It's gonna be crazy, yo. So if y'all don't know, Edward Bernays, this guy, this is the nephew of Sigmund Freud. Edward Bernays. This is the nephew, Edward Bernays, who is the father of public relations. This is why all this stuff is happening right now. Oh, they have to use fear, people. Fear. So it's Sigmund Freud's, the nephew of Sigmund Freud. Y'all think it's a game with me? I read a lot, B. I read a lot, bruh. You better get with the program, homie. He said, damn, I didn't know. You better listen. They taking your time on so many levels, bruh. They taking your time, but it's time to wake up. Share this video on Twitter. I have a Twitter, y'all. Please share this out on Twitter. Real Sabir Bey on Twitter. Again, Real Sabir Bey on Twitter. Instagram is Real Sabir Bey too. I gotta go. Just wake up.
Which one are you doing?
See y'all if you're joining class.
Food gone up, gasoline up, full-time employment passing me. Difference between dreaming and visualizing. Which one are you doing? Food gone up, gasoline up, full-time employment passing me up, bills piling up, Billy this sucks, I need a couple bucks, really I'm stuck, here comes a truck, pulling right up, it says brakes, now I'm thinking what's up, but now what I'm thinking about, yo duck, 20, 30, 40 shots in the truck, I'm ducking, running, jumping, looking for what, some cover from this brother, everything's nuts, but yo, I can see some others with gats, brakes firing, they firing back, rap, tat, 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 then I woke up. Doctor, help me out. What's this all about? What's this condition? I gotta figure out. Am I really out? That I really doubt. Give me the remedy. What is the amount? Whatever you telling me, selling me, compelling me, you're the light in me ain't out. Anyway, I enter cats, remember knowledge. I search forever, they shout.
South Philly, South Philly, South Philly.
South Bronx, South Bronx, South Bronx, South Bronx. Then I woke up.
Y'all better listen.
Well, I guess I'm out on my own. With this condition, it won't be long before for sure my little sanity's gone. I'm living off of nothing, losing my home. Kids in the street, wife alone. I want to sell this very microphone. But then my friend, the light was shown. It came to my inner cellular phone. Get up and get out, my spirit will shout. Commitment is what love is really about. No down and no out, just up and about. I think I'm gonna take the spiritual route. Then I woke up.
Gotta get these books, bro. Gotta get them.
Then I realize I'm out of my purpose, out of my perp, not doing my work. I went on the...
One more time.
Then I realize I'm out of my purpose, out of my perp, not doing my work. I went on the search inside of myself for true health, love, awareness, and wealth. I went to the temple and opened my mental. I learned that I'm the cause of all, and I've been through. Your whole environment is really within you. Reach inside your heart and write a new menu. I'ma be the change that I wanna see. Now I can see that I'm really free. Everything is really always something else. Tell you something out. No down and no out, just up and about. I think I'm gonna take the spiritual route. Then I woke up. Then I realize I'm out of my purpose, out of my perp, not doing my work. I went on the search inside of myself for true health, love, awareness, and wealth. I went to the temple and opened my mental. I learned that I'm the cause of all, and I've been through. Your whole environment is really within you. Reach inside your heart and write a new menu. I'ma be the change that I wanna see. Now I can see that I'm really free. Everything is really always something else. Tell yourself a different story about self. Do you have the courage to be you? All that talk that you talk, is it really you? Oh silly you, oh silly me. Your tongue is killing you, not killing me. I'm feeling free to be just what I wanna be. Easily you see, cause I woke up.
Share it out, baby.
When I woke up, my debt went down, my lights broke up, my rent went down, my stocks went up, my car sped up, my pockets swell up, my life I bet. I woke up, my debt went down, my locks broke up, my rent went down, my stocks went up, my car sped up, my pockets swell up, my life I found. I'm not so fed up, it's time to get up a clear mind, switch my life around. Now I can see where the help is at, the health, love, awareness, and wealth is at, cause I woke up. Cause I woke up. I woke up. When I woke up.
Are y'all really woke?
That's when I woke up. Play that back.
See y'all tomorrow, God willing. So if y'all joining the webinar tomorrow, send me the email, and you will get the email like half an hour before the class. It'll be 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock tomorrow on the West Coast. I gotta go. I thank y'all so much. I don't know what happened to Ephraim. He probably went to sleep. Yo, but I do gotta go, y'all. I hope y'all appreciated this, man. I got brother Ephraim. I'm ready to go. I thank y'all so much. But let me lead this up here on the screen. Give me 1 second. Bam. Let's leave that there. Rex 84. Gotta go.